going on, folks? Welcome back to Life HD. This is Victor, and today we are going to be discussing the new demo for WarioWare Get It Together. I'm a big fan of the WarioWare franchise, and so I was super excited to see this game get announced back at E3, and now we have a demo. So without any further delay, let's jump right into it.
Switch it up. Switch it up. I was a worker, had to upgrade to a boss. I had to switch it up. Used to live in the hood, but had to upgrade to a loft. I had to switch it up.
WarioWare. It's a compilation of microgames. Now, we haven't had a traditional WarioWare game since Smooth Moves back on the Wii, and I believe that came out around 2008 or 9, maybe even earlier. It's been a long time. We got a spinoff on the Wii U called Game & Wario, which featured a lot of the characters from the WarioWare franchise, but wasn't quite what everybody was expecting. It had a lot of fun elements in it, but it was mainly not focused on the micro games, but had bigger games set to each individual character. I enjoyed playing it, but not as much as some of the more traditional ones. In addition, we got WarioWare Gold on the 3DS, which had some new micro games in it, but ultimately was just a compilation of older games. I thought it was cool. I never actually got it. I only played the demo. But honestly, I played that demo a whole lot, which is why I was excited to pick up and try the WarioWare Get It Together demo. One thing that sets this game aside from previous WarioWare titles is that you are actually physically controlling your character. Now, the Wii was very innovative with its Wii Remote and the motion controls that it used, and so a lot of the microgames on that were incorporated into the motion controls. Whereas this new Switch one, which like I said was announced back at E3 and is coming out on September 10th, is fully centered around being able to control an individual character. Now, they gave you 4 different characters that you could play as during this demo here, and I really enjoyed all of them because while each micro game was still the same objective with each character, there were different ways to approach it. For example, 18 Volt, who is this sort of older brother character in the game, he can't physically walk around. Instead, he uses laser beams to get the objective done, whereas Wario, he's constantly flying around with his jetpack, which means you have full control over where he's going to go. Yet, both minigames for every single microgame that are in here can be completed in different ways with each character. Let's take, for example, the windmill game. In this short little micro game, your objective is to spin the windmill until a character in the background rises up fully. It's sort of as you turn it, the character rises up more. With Wario, you're flying around and you can physically fly into the wheel and spin it around. Whereas with 18 Volt, he cannot fly, so you have to shoot that individual laser in order to rotate that wheel. It's really interesting to see how each character plays and how that affects the minigames, because perhaps one particular character is going to do better for an individual minigame, and you have to strategize in that way. Now, it seems that you can switch characters on the fly. I'm not 100% sure. I did not dedicate a million hours to playing this demo. I kind of wanted to save the full experience for actually playing the game, so I only played it for a short amount of time to sort of save my excitement, I guess, because I am super excited to play this game, and I will be reviewing it for the channel. But it seems that you can play different characters during a singular run through. So basically, you have to get into a certain amount of microgames passed in one run, and then you get to a boss microgame, which maybe is a little bit harder and a little bit longer. And it seems in between microgames, you're able to switch out your characters. And it let us play as a couple different ones. Another character is it's a girl that rides around on a bike. I cannot remember her name offhand. I think it's maybe Marcy or something of that nature. But she is constantly driving around on her scooter, and she can't stop unless she throws her boomerang, which is super funny. So you're constantly moving until you throw that boomerang, which you can use to complete objectives. And I don't know, something about the way that these different characters control is super appealing to me, because if I'm being honest, When I first saw the trailer showing that it had playable, movable characters, I was a little bit afraid that it was going to be too abstract and too innovative, and it wasn't going to be quite the traditional game that we've been waiting for since Smooth Moves came out. But it would appear that they've done a good job of innovating the gameplay while still staying true to what those original micro games were all about, and that's about these short experiences. They have to think quick on the fly before they run out, and that's the overall appeal of this game. So this has been just some short impressions of what I thought of the demo. I'm so far extremely positive on this. I'm very hyped, and I can't wait for the full game. And like I said, I'm gonna be pushing out a full review for you guys. I'm even gonna test out the multiplayer function, because that's another thing in this game, is that now you can play as 2 characters on the screen at once, which is super fun and really appealing to me because I have friends and we like to play games, in person. And so we're definitely going to be testing out that multiplayer, which is something I didn't get to test out with this demo. But yeah, I'm going to push out that review, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this video. We love talking to you guys. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like these. Lastly, check out our Twitter account for gameplay of the latest releases. But most importantly of all, remember to always stay 1-up.